Good morning, guys, from our last full day here in Malaga. The time is now 10:30 and we are standing in front of a significantly less busy Alcazaba. As I told you, we bought the tickets for the two attractions, which you could see anytime within 48 hours. And this is the last day of my window, so I thought I might as well go ahead and see it whilst nobody's here. But the main agenda for today is to actually go outside of the city of Malaga. This journey will take about an hour and a half, maybe even longer, of a bus journey to visit one of the most scenic towns, in my opinion, in all of Andalusia, and that is Nerja. But for now, I think we're going to take a tour of the Alcazaba. We'll get some breakfast, and then we'll get the real journey started. So after a few shaky attempts of speaking Spanish to the locals to try and find out where the bus station is, we finally made it to La Parada de Autobus para Nerja. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I think my Spanish is getting a little bit better. The more that I'm here, the more confident I seem to be speaking with the locals. And yes, sometimes it is very broken and the vernacular isn't quite correct, but they understand me nevertheless. I managed to order a nice little bacon butty and a hot chocolate, all in Spanish, bruv. I'm smoking it, man. I'm smoking it. Anyway, we are finally at the stop, obviously, and we have another hour and a half journey to Nerja. We're going to be spending about 5 or 6 hours there. And once it's over, we come straight back to this bus stop by the port. So I'll let you know when the bus comes. Okay, so we've arrived in the beautiful town of Nerja, Spain. As I was saying, the bus journey took about an hour and a half, maybe just over, to get to this town. And just a little side note, I don't know whether you can call this luck or actually just being sheer unlucky, but today is actually a national festival. I always seem to get caught up in the web of things, and obviously, you saw from the Valencia vlogs that I was caught up in a festival there as well. But today, being the 15th of May, is actually the San Isidro Labrador. It says that it's a traditional religious festival with a pilgrimage and a celebration. Knowledge, lads. It's a beautiful thing sometimes, and to not have it is a real disadvantage. The reason why I say this is because I took a whole last journey to Nerja to see the famous Nerja caves, which today, for some reason, is closed. So after doing further research, I found out that the caves are open every day from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. The time is currently 3 p.m. So now we're just kind of sitting at the Balcon De Europa, which is a famous viewpoint here in Nerja. Now I guess we just have to walk around, probably sit on a beach for a couple of hours and wait until the bus is ready to take us back to Malaga. I think we're gonna walk around, see some of Nerja's best beaches. There is actually one way behind me over there. I don't know if you can see on the camera. So I've actually decided to get a gelato to commemorate the tremendous L that I've taken today by not researching the opening and closing times of the caves in Nerja. Um, One thing about me is I tend to be a little bit of a negative, a little bit of a pessimist whenever things don't go to plan. But I should really sort of count my blessings, because I'd rather be here in the blistering hot heat of Spain than be stuck in a partial hailstorm in the middle of central London. Yes, I read the news. Um, I wasn't kidding about the gelato, by the way. It's melting because, like I said, it's blazing hot. Yeah, I did get the gelato, but I kind of figured that I would make the most of the day by actually going souvenir shopping. There seems to be a lot of like market stalls open, um, and hopefully I can find some cheap gifts to buy people, because I haven't done that yet, and it's my last full day here. And by the time I get to Malaga, it's going to be like 8:45, and everything will kind of be shut. So just make the most of it, I suppose. We're going to continue on, obviously, because we've got nowhere else to go. And let's try and find some cheap souvenirs. After looking around for a little bit, I found a balcony near one of the beaches here in Nerja, and I actually, for the sake of the video, wanted to show you um, a snack that I bought, a traditional Spanish pastry, which actually exists in Filipino culture, but I'm telling you, it doesn't look like this. This is traditional Spanish ensaimada. Now, for all you Filipinos watching, ensaimada doesn't look like this. And I obviously have taken a bite of it already, but for the sake of the video, I thought I would give some opinions to you here as well. This is a croissant, a croissant. So, what are my opinions on Malaga? Should you stay here? Um, I would have been here for 5 days, from Monday to Friday, but obviously, as you guys know from the beginning of the series, I have lost 2 days due to traveling. So, the 3 days, and then take into consideration my trip to Caminito del Rey, which was a full day tour. I've only really had 2 days to explore Malaga. And I can quite honestly say that I've explored everything that I wanted in Malaga in that first day that I arrived here fully. And today, as you can see, we're in Nerja, which is obviously outside of Malaga, because I felt like I needed to explore something different and there was nothing more that Malaga could offer me. So, what I would say is that if you do plan on visiting Malaga, try make it a long holiday where you can see as much of the Andalusia as possible. Because honestly, this is one of the most beautiful parts of Spain I've probably ever seen. And I've visited a lot of places in Spain over my time, and this is definitely a top hitter. The reason why I said use Malaga as a base point is because it's the perfect central hub. Um, I would personally recommend avoiding Malaga and exploring places like Seville, like Ronda, and many others in the Andalusia, and just leaving Malaga to one day of exploring. Because, in all honesty, as you saw from the footage, I only really visited the castle and the Alcazaba, and that was really it, you know. Um, it didn't really have much to offer travel and tourism wise. And yes, it is kind of historically rich in its roots, but at the end of the day, if you're looking for adventure, I don't think that would be the right place. Obviously, take my information with a grain of salt, because if you do love relaxing and being on the beach and stuff like that, not having a care in the world of what to do, this might be the place for you. And I would argue maybe even Nerja is better than Malaga, because it seems a lot more scenic than Malaga. But I think that wraps up my thoughts and opinions on Malaga. I hope that was helpful and I wasn't waffling too much. But yeah, to wrap things up, if you plan on staying more than a handful of days, I would just recommend considering your options within the Andalusia. Traveling as much as you can by coach, by train, whatever the necessary means of transportation is, and then returning back to Malaga at the end of the day. I am kind of living with the regret of not doing that, and yeah, I mean, it only gives me more reason to come back. But yeah, for now, I think we'll just enjoy our final moments here in Nerja. Hola, la parada de autobús para Málaga está aquí. Sí, a las 7:30. Ok, gracias. Perfect. So we are definitely at the right spot to head back to Malaga. Got about 30 minutes to go until the bus comes. But yeah, knowing Spanish in a small town does have its perks. It does come in handy, especially when a lot of them don't necessarily speak English too well. So thank you very much, Duolingo. Please sponsor me because I need money for these videos. Thank you.